This is the Belfast, a Tier 6 premium British cruiser. It was available during St. Paddy's Day event, and it is a great cruiser with really fast reloading guns, good fire starting, good citadel potential, and I do play it from the open water rather than behind cover, so there is that. So let's get into the setup of the ship and the commander, who is William Tennant. Space trait is core values, reduces incoming damage to your ship's citadel. Inspirations are Norman Scott for directed impact, Tighten the cruiser's main battery shell grouping, and Carl von Mueller Hardy increases the cruiser maximum speed. And as you're going to see here, this is an agile commander build setup here. Ingenious is the first skill, enables a warning indicator showing the number of enemy ships currently targeting your ship with their main batteries, increases the cruiser main battery traverse speed, and improves the module resilience against HE shell damage for any ship type. The second skill is full speed ahead, increases the cruiser maximum speed and enhances the rudder shift speed for any ship type. And then I have Velocious, which will increase the maximum speed again. And the last skill is Steer Clear, improves the ship's steering and reduces steering gear repair time. And this is all part of why I can go in the open water. The Belfast is pretty darn maneuverable, and I do have a fair amount of luck with it. As for the legendary skill, I have Fully Packed. It gains 1 additional charge for each equipped consumable, and it reduces the cooldown time for all consumables, and the range to an allied ship to activate the special effect is 2 kilometers. Upgrading to legendary rank 3, you can see I haven't ranked up to legendary 2, will increase the radius to 2.75 kilometers. Alright, let's check out the upgrades for the Belfast. First upgrade is pretty standard, aiming systems mod 1. Dispersion of the main battery is improved by 7%. Secondary battery firing range and its dispersion is improved by 5% respectively. There are no torpedoes on the Belfast. Next upgrade is steering gears mod 2. Rudder shift time is improved by 20%. And the last upgrade is steering gears mod 3. Rudder shift time is improved by 40% and the steering gear repair time is improved by 80%. So you can see I've really done everything I can to max out the steering gears on the Belfast, and I think that's why I'm so successful in open water. Concealment, I generally don't select that because it's only good for 1 salvo. After you fire your main guns, you're going to be visible for like 20 seconds or so. So I will barely go with concealment on a battleship or cruiser, and I've gone with steering gears here. Alright, let's check out the loadout. You have your normal high explosive shells and armor piercing shells, which we will get into in a little bit. As far as the consumables go, we have your damage control party consumable. Duration is 5 seconds. Reloads every 58.8 seconds, and there is an unlimited number of those consumables. Here with the second slot, you could select either the sonar or the Aaa defensive fire. I've gone with the sonar here. It increases the guaranteed acquisition range of enemy ships and torpedoes, including those located within smoke screens. Torpedo detectability is 3 kilometers. Detection of ships is 4.2 kilometers. Duration is 94 seconds with a reload time of 176.4 seconds, and you have 3 of those consumables. You also have a smoke generator consumable. Duration is 15 seconds. Smoke screen dispersion time is 103 seconds with a reload time of 235.2 seconds, and you have 3 of those consumables. And then you have the radar consumable. Detection range of ships is 8.5 kilometers. Duration is 25 seconds. Reload time is 176.4 seconds, and you have 3 of those consumables. And here are the boosters. You see I have some set up, but it could change depending on the match that I'm in. And as far as the camo, it does come with a Type 9 permanent premium camouflage, sea detectability range, and incoming fire dispersion is 4.5% respectively. But for the gameplay video you're going to see, I did have the St. Patrick's Day ensemble selected, and it was really a brilliant skin there when it was selected. It seems like after the St. Patrick's Day event, everything looks kind of muted here, but it's the same detectability and incoming fire dispersion of 4.5% respectively. There is a skin, and I feel that this is a little bit more muted than what you will see in the gameplay video, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it selected here. So let's check out the stats. Survivability hit points is 35,700. Armor is 6 to 114 millimeters. Torpedo damage reduction is non-existent. Artillery, you have 12 guns. Firing range is 14.7 kilometers. Reload time is 7.5 seconds, which is actually fairly quick. Turn time is 20 seconds, which is not a problem in battle, as it turns out. HE shells have a maximum damage of 2,100 with a 9% chance of setting fire, and the Belfast does start fires pretty quickly. Armor-piercing shells have a maximum damage of 3,100, and you will citadel other cruisers. Secondary armament, you have 8 guns. They reach out to 5.2 kilometers, reload every 3 seconds. 1,500 HE shell damage with a 6% chance of setting fire. Here are your Aaa defenses and maneuverability, and this is kind of what we worked on the steering gears with. Maximum speed is 37 knots, radius is 680 meters, rudder shift time is down to 3.2 seconds, which is pretty good. Concealment is 11 kilometers, detectability range by sea, range by air is 5.9 kilometers, and within the smoke is 5.4 kilometers. So you want to be mindful of that. You're not completely invisible because you're in the smoke. If your target or any red team is within 5.4 kilometers, you will be visible. And let's take a look at the armor. It isn't much to write home about, actually. It is a lot of blue and green armor, and it is a cruiser, so you will get wiped out there with this blue area up on top, and down below the waterline there you can see another bit of blue area, which we will highlight here. See that 6 to 14 millimeters up on top, and then 15 to 16 millimeters down below the waterline there. And you have a little bit in front, 34 to 75 millimeters, 76 to 160 on a great part of the citadel. But actually, as with any ship, if you are broadside to another ship, especially a battleship, and even some cruisers, you will be removed from the match extremely quickly, so watch it. Overview: nimble aim, above average main battery traverse speed, and that is what we saw, and it does give an edge in close quarters combat. Pyromania, above average chance for HE shells to cause a fire, and it is what we saw. Compromising, higher caliber armor piercing shells may overpen the armor, but still arm depending on shell velocity, and that's what I was warning about. You'd want to be very careful with this ship, and if you have steering gears like this, going out in the open water is probably okay. Otherwise, I think you'd probably want to play from behind cover. So then the Belfast is an Edinburgh-class light cruiser, one of the most powerful among same-type ships in the Royal Navy during World War II. Underwent several major upgrades. Instead of AA and torpedo armament, the ship received improved torpedo protection and an enhanced surveillance radar. Entered service in 1939, and there were 2 ships in the series. All right, well, I didn't really notice that the torpedo protection was really all that great, but it says that it is, so all right. So that's it for the setup of the ship and the commander. Let's go out in a standard battle and check out some highlights. Alright, so we're in standard, we're in crash zone, and yep, I bought the Belfast during the St. Paddy's Day event 2022. Here I'm looking at the teams to check out the ships and see who might be playing on either team. And yeah, everybody was so excited about the Belfast, I went ahead and picked it up, and sure enough, it is a great ship. And I decided to go a step further and get this cool camo for 5,000 doubloons or $20. The McMurdoff guys was also in the store, but at another 5,000 doubloons or, you know, another $20, that would have been a total $80 investment. And for this year, I decided to pass on that. So that's why I'm not completely equipped with the McMurdoff guys. But even with what I have, this is a fantastic ship. And if you're ever looking for a cruiser that is a good agile build cruiser that has no problem starting fires and getting citadel hits, this is definitely your ship, especially when you equip him with Tenant as an agile build cruiser commander setup. It is a fantastic ship. Just about every match I have with the ship has been a win. I haven't necessarily been at the top of the leaderboard, but these are wins, and I can't think that it is because I am constantly getting in matches that I randomly get a win. So I think the Belfast is just really that kind of a ship. At least for me it is. So here I've got this North Carolina lined up. I did start the smoke. I am in the open water, and you want to be careful with the smoke on the Belfast in a similar way that you are familiar with if you have the Minotaur. And if you don't watch it, you will definitely overrun your smoke, and that is going to be a problem. So just like with the Minotaur, a destroyer or cruiser with torpedoes can spoil your smoke screen if some torpedoes start coming in. So you want to be mindful of that. We did start a fire on the North Carolina, but he damage conned already. And being out in the open water, it looks like he is getting focused by several of my teammates, and we are just going to town on this guy. There were 2 more fires that got started, so he is in big trouble because he damage conned the first fire. So now he's got 2 fires, and this will rack up of 4 fires. Holy cow, I'm so excited I can't even talk. And we're up to 12,000 damage, so he has 3 concurrent fires going at the same time, and it was all because he damage conned that first fire. So he is really in big trouble. 21,000 damage, and we are really racking up the damage really quick. There's another battleship coming up there to try to assist, it looks like. Maybe run some interference, but he is gone. That is no good on the part of the North Carolina there. So now we're going to focus on the North Carolina. We still have 16 seconds in the smoke, so we're going to be looking to get out of here. But the North Carolina going out in the kill box like that is not going to be very good for that North Carolina because he is getting wiped out. There is a 5th fire that got started, that one on the North Carolina. And now we've got the Brandenburg that we're lined up with. And you can see that he took a shot at me, but with the agile build, we are maneuvering out of danger, and we did start another fire. So we have 6 fires going, 36,000 damage, the 7 fires. Holy cow, this is unbelievable, and people are missing left and right because of this agile build. And you still want to play this cruiser and the agile build kind of at distance. I don't think this would really work in close quarters, so you do have to have some distance here. And even though he is in the smoke, we did turn on the radar here, and we'll see if he is within our radar range. It looks like not, but he just showed up right there. I don't think 12 kilometers is the radar range, so I think that was a detection from something else. But still, we are in a good position to continue to hit the Brandenburg. Looks like he's not focused on us. So these are some free shots, and I'm going to stay out here in the open water and slow up. I'm going at a full reverse. He is definitely not focusing on me. His secondaries are he's too far away, so his secondaries will not get me, is what I'm trying to say here. And that guy is in big trouble as well. So a lot of these ships, when they go out in the open water like this, they get focused by the other team. And this is true whether you're on the red team or the blue team. If your teammates go out in the open water like that, you're just going to get focused. And here is an 8th fire, so this is unbelievable. There have been some havocs where you're looking to get 8 fires in a match or 10 fires in a match, and you can definitely do it with the Belfast. So now it looks like his guns are sort of aiming in this direction. I'm not sure if he's aiming at me or the cruiser up here, that friendly blue cruiser. It could be the cruiser, but there it looks like he's aiming at the battleship actually. So it's kind of hard to see on the screen because he is so far away, but we are up to 50,000 damage on 139 main gun hits and 8 fires. So we're going to come over here and take a look at the Lion. That is, I believe, that is the French battleship Lion. That is not the fire starter Lion. Right, so there this Lion is just sitting here. I could really use some torpedoes now, and he is focused on somebody else, but his secondaries are starting to go on me, and here he is having a bad day from my teammate, it looks like. So we want to get out of here before he can turn his guns around on us, and his guns are definitely in the wrong position for being able to take us out. He's definitely focused on my teammate behind me, and that is great. So these are some easy shots right here. And there is a destruction after my teammate mostly takes him out. So that was a good team destroyed ship there. So then the range is right around 15 kilometers, 14.8 kilometers. So the Brandenburg is now in range, and he is focused on my teammate, it looks like, from the zoom in there. So I'm going to start taking some shots at him, and I'm not really fearful that he's going to take me out. Those were some misses, but now he is starting to shoot at me. I did hit the smoke screen, so let's hope I didn't overrun the smoke screen. There I did slow up just in time, and I am staying within the smoke screen, and you could see that the smoke screen engaged just in time because the Brandenburg had all those misses right there. So there are 2 more fires. So we did get 10 fires in this match so far, and the Brandenburg is not really going to be around very much longer. I'm hoping to be able to get the last shot on him. He really is razor thin, and he has very little health left. So now I'm going to come out in the open water. I'm not really afraid that the Brandenburg is going to take me out at this point. There is an 11th fire. Holy cow. It's unbelievable that the Brandenburg is still going, but I guess he had 1 remaining heal, and he's definitely using it to full effect right here. So I'm coming out in the open water, taking a big chance. I wouldn't do this with a completely healthy Brandenburg. And there it looked like we tied on who actually got the destroyed ship, but it did go to my teammate. I am up to 68,000 damage, and this is one of the better scores I've had with the Belfast. And it's all through the fires. 214 main gun hits, 11 fires, a destroyed ship, and incapacitation. And I'm going to try to close in as quick as I can on the Shikaku. It's kind of doubtful whether I can make any real headway on them, but there it does say, auto aim does say that I do have some shots on the Shikaku, so I'm taking some shots as I'm closing in on him. And a lot of times when you hit ships behind islands like this, blind fire almost, except for the auto aim indicator, you definitely get citadel hits and massive damage here. So There, the Shikaku's gone. The match is over with, and that is an awesome match for the Belfast. All right, 352,000 credits, 70,000 battle performance damage, 222 main gun hits, a destroyed ship, 11 fires. That is awesome. This is definitely your fire starter. Be sure to tune in for the closing credits where you'll see some citadel performance from the Belfast. 6,000 XP, 86.99 commander XP, and almost 1,000 global XP. I was running some of those boosters that we saw there. So let's see how we did on the team result. Well, 5th place overall. It was a win, and that's really what I'm interested in. It was a fun match. You don't need to finish at the top of the board in order to have a fun match. And that was definitely how this one went. So congratulations to the guys in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place, and even 4th place. Let's see how we did on the economy tab. 273,000 credits by the time it was all said and done. So the Belfast is definitely a money maker, especially if you get some decent performance. And, we got that haul of credits even in 5th place. So the Belfast is a great ship if it's ever available, and you're looking for a cruiser, you can't go wrong with the Belfast. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.
Enemy cruiser sunk.